Hi, this is Leila Torres of OrigamiSpirit.com. Today we are going to be folding this Malva Rose designed by Yara Yagi. We can use the Malva Rose to enhance a small gift. Colorful office paper can be used to make it. This flower is made with a pentagon. If you know how to make a pentagon, you can skip to minute 2:55. We begin with a square 8 by 8 inches. But it can be made with a square of any size. Fold it in a half. Now we are going to make a pinch mark about here. We rotate and bring this edge to match this edge. Pinch mark. Rotate again, open, and we are going to pinch mark so that we have an intersection. We are going to bring this edge over to match this edge. Pinch mark, and our intersection is made. We fold this back, and we are going to bring the left corner over to that intersection. We bring the left edge over to match the right edge. We bring the lower edge over to match this central edge. Turn it over, and we're going to bring the left edge to match the right edge. That will be exactly where we have this opening. We can use a scissor or an x-acto knife to cut. We use the scissor here. Discard this piece. Open. And we have a pentagon. Those folds that come from the center to the middle of the side will be reinforced as mountain folds as we look at them. We do that 5 times, and now those lines that come from the center to the corners are going to be reinforced as valley folds. Here we begin to make the flower. Now we are going to create a little pinch mark here by bringing this corner up to the center. We are going to leave our mark visible here, and we are going to fold the mountain folds that we reinforced before and collapse. Keeping that little mark visible, we put 3 flaps on one side, whichever, and 2 flaps on the other side. And we have our visible mark there. We can rotate here, and we are going to bring this point to that central pinch mark that we have. Unfold, and now we are going to turn the paper over and we are going to reinforce those as valleys on this side. This way we will be making an inner pentagon. We can make sure that this aligns here. Okay, now we turn over again. We identified those mountain folds that go to the center of each side, and we are going to fold, reinforcing them as mountains. Now we slide our fingers on one of those folds, and the central section we are going to make it into a valley. What we are doing here is sinking that central section. Now we identify this star. We are going to come back to that star later. For the moment, we are going to place 2 flaps on one side and 3 flaps on the other side. The central point that we have inside here, we can fill it outside, and that will be one of our guidelines to start the next fold. We just fill it there. So that is the beginning point, and we are going to make a fold that goes from there out to the edge. And this is not going to be folding flat. We have to work three-dimensionally here. What we want to do is match this section of the edge with this section and fold in a half. Then we turn the page over, and underneath we turn the page as well, and repeat the process. Identify this central point and make a fold here by bringing this edge matching with this section of the edge. Three more times. So now we turn it over like so and identify our central star. We are going to hold one of those flaps and insert our finger underneath and bring this area so that it touches this area. We grab the layers together. Next one. And when we have done 3 of them, the other 2 want to fold on their own. So we can place this flat on the table. If we turn it over, this is going to be flat. We have our star here. Now we're going to flatten that star again into a pentagon. And that's our inner pentagon. Now we are going to make a fold that connects this corner to this corner. On this side there will be several layers, so we just work carefully. We mark the crease only to here. From here to here. We rotate and repeat 4 more times. Now, if we push from the central sides of the inner pentagon, we are going to shape that little star again. So we are going to keep pushing so that each one of these points is going to collapse into the center, and we're going to form a little pyramid at the center. We just gather this, and you see how these come and meet all at the center. Once we are there, we are going to hold in that position with one hand, and with the other hand we're going to start working on each one of the flaps. What we want to do is create a fold that comes from one corner of the pyramid out to the edge, and it's going to be parallel to one line that we already have there. Is bring this section of the flap to match this section of the flap. And we are going to repeat with the other 4 flaps. At this point, the central pyramid is more visible. Now we are going to make a fold that goes on these little flaps, and it goes from this angle here, this corner, out to this corner, so that we can hold in the air and gently fold the paper out. And you see the fold coming from here to here. Repeat. These latest folds curve a little bit, and they tend to open the center, and that's very nice because it shows just that nice folding there. Now we are going to identify this pocket here. And we are going to roll this a little bit over. We can place this stick inside and roll it a little bit and push from here. And make this into a cone. We repeat with the other 4 flaps. And the last thing that we want to do is just curl each one of these points. Curl them in. We just can do it with our own fingers. Now, if we want to add some leaves for decoration, we can just cut out a pentagon. Here I have one. We collapse it like so. 2 flaps on one side, 3 on the other, and cut the shape of the leaf. We can open and use these as guides to cut the rest of the leaves. Discard this. Here they are, ready to decorate a present or to be a present themselves. Here are other figures made with pentagons. Look for the video tutorials on this channel. Thank you. This is Leila Torres of origamispirit.com.